Friday, and welcome to a Trinity Family 5-Minute Friday. I'm Andrew, and this is Bree Weems. We are a Trinity family.
We're in our Work and Play series where we're looking at the importance of work and play and melding those together. This week we are continuing plugging along with our work and why it's important and helping you come up with a plan to make sure that this work gets done and not drudging through it.
Yeah, so we're going to give you 4 keys that you can just use to help unlock your own family plan for how to do this well. And the first is that they need to be meaningful. We're not looking at just giving people token jobs of make sure that gets put away every day, and it just takes 30 seconds and doesn't actually add value. And one of the most important things to recognize about that is it's going to take planning time. It's going to take intentionality to actually customize for each one of our children and even ourselves the jobs that are going to help us the most as individuals, that are going to develop us. Where is this person at, and what skills do they need to gain, and what are they capable of, and where do they need to be stretched? Maybe we've seen that they tend to be a little bit lazy, or they're having a hard time just driving themselves. So we're going to plan their responsibilities around some of those things and to help strengthen them.
The next thing is to make it relational. Some fun ways that we've incorporated making chores relational that you could include would be to have a chore time where everyone's doing chores.
Yep. We're
We're helping each other, we're all working hard, maybe you're cranking some music, maybe you do something fun along with it. Have that time together. We've also kind of fell on this on accident, but we have a couple boys and a couple girls, and so the girls have every week when they have outside chores, the boys have inside chores, and then they switch every week. And so our young son is not doing as much as our older son, but is still participating and doing that with them. Another way is to just have a one-on-one time where you are doing something maybe even kind of fun. Like my daughter and I, we prep breakfast for the next day the night before. And so we are milling grains, we are mixing up pancake batter to be ready for the morning. And we just get that fun time together to weigh things out and laugh. And that's amidst other people doing some chores too.
Yeah. The third thing is it needs to be self-driven. So one of the huge goals of this is to give our kids autonomy and the sense of self-motivation. So this is not our job to get them to do their job. It's simply, these are your responsibilities. We expect them to be done this frequently. And to do that without reminders. We're not...
They don't need it. Our 2-year-old son is like, his duty is to take the silverware to the dishes, and he's sometimes pulling forks and spoons out of people's hands to get his duty done. Okay, that's not what we need, but they don't need reminders. They know what it is.
Yeah, and it just gets stressful if we take on the responsibility of making sure it gets done. And so if a kid's not doing their job, bite your tongue, hold back those reminders, and then just take care of it for them. But when the time comes now for your next big job that needs to be done, they just signed up for it by not doing their own. Or maybe it's the next day, they've got this place that they really want to go to, but you have to say, oh, I had to do your job yesterday and I just don't have the energy to do this today.
So make sure to follow through with that. Otherwise,
otherwise they'll just get away with it.
Yeah.
But if you can just not remind, they learn, okay, this is my responsibility, and if I don't do it, there's consequences. And that's going to help them learn. It's going to give them that self-driven autonomy.
And the final key that we have for you is, last week we had you look at the different chores and the different responsibilities that you had. Maybe there isn't enough to do. Like, there's so many things that we have available for us now. We can go out to eat, we can, be out every night. Maybe, and it's going to take a little bit more time to have younger kids helping with the different things that need to happen. And so maybe there needs to be more downtime for those chores. And that is important. And so maybe there needs to be a life shift. And you look at your list and see if that needs to happen and see when it can happen. And
Yeah, it seems so counterintuitive to
add more work.
to cut back, to add more work, or to actually make a shift to make your life harder. But there is a gift that we're giving to the next generation by doing that. So thank you for having the courage to evaluate and to make adjustments that your family needs you to. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.